In this demo, we'll guide you through syncing expense reports and their associated images and receipts. Before we begin, we recommend watching our Expense Management Admin Configurations video for a detailed setup guide. It's crucial to sync all related data first to ensure accuracy and reduce errors. Before syncing images, ensure that the expense reports exist in both systems. Let's start by syncing the expense reports. First, export the expense reports from your expense management system, such as Concur. Verify that the API name and endpoint are correct, and set the export type to Delta to only capture modified reports since the last flow run. Next, perform a lookup to retrieve details for the exported reports using the report ID as the identifier. Store these details for the import step. In this example, we're using NetSuite as the ERP system. For the import step, set the record type to expense report and the operation to add. Match the report ID to the external ID field in NetSuite, and map key fields like employee name, external report ID, and currency. For itemized reports, map the expense category and amount. After syncing the expense reports, proceed to sync the associated images, such as receipts. Begin by exporting the expense reports again, using the same API settings and a Delta export. Then, perform a lookup to gather the report details, storing the information for future steps. Retrieve the entry image ID for each report and apply an input filter to ensure only records with an entry image ID are processed. Then, perform a lookup to retrieve the receipt image and its URL, storing this data. Transfer the image using the URL, applying an input filter to ensure the URL exists. The file transfer uses the GET method via HTTP with the image URL as the relative URI to Concur. Store the result. In NetSuite, store the image in the file cabinet and attach it to the corresponding expense report. The file transfer operation is set to add with a custom file name, like a timestamp. Include the internal ID of the correct file cabinet folder to ensure proper association. Confirm that the image was uploaded. Finally, attach the images in the file cabinet to the corresponding expense reports in NetSuite. Ensure the file ID exists and isn't empty. Set the record type to expense report and the operation to attach. Map the image to the correct report using the report ID and file ID. By following these steps, you ensure accurate and efficient expense management with all data and images synced across your systems.